What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Omega Greed YouTube channel, where we do a bunch of fun things with cars and we live inside the LA area, so we do videos around LA. In today's video, we're doing something a little bit interesting. I think this would be very helpful for other people because this was the type of stuff I was looking for but I couldn't quite find. When people move to LA, the one thing they tell people, check out KoreaTown. It's a little bit cheaper pricing with the apartments and everything like that. So I went to apartments.com, looked at a couple apartments that are mid-range to like upper range, looked at a couple of different places and with different price points. Now, what I'm going to be doing is actually going to the area and looking around the area, kind of showing you guys the outside of it and kind of like the street that it's on. Because a lot of people, they always show what the apartment looks like on the inside, but they don't really show the neighborhood. And I think that's something like we wanted to know when we first moved here, like what does the actual neighborhood looks like. Of course, you can go to like Google Maps and like look around, but to get an actual perspective of what the actual like neighborhood looks like, I think that would be helpful. Also, don't mind, that's just Garrus, just bringing some water. So yeah, so without further ado, let's jump in the car, let's go, and let's see what some of these apartments look like, and let's bring you guys along with us for the ride. All right, let's go. Alright guys, so looks like we're inside area number 1. I think we're like a minute or two away from where the apartment building is. Kind of give you guys a quick perspective of what it looks like. Alright, so I think we just found the other one. Well, this is the actual one that we were looking at. I will say it is nice. This is down a dead-end street, so it seems to be okay. The parking situation seems to be still a little bit kind of, like I'm kind of in like a legal spot. Like right there's a fire hydrant, but it'll be okay. Just a quick second, let's take a look. All right, so I think we're at this location. So we're at this one. It's a studio apartment. Looks decent, 1316. So let's see if we can find it real quick. Okay, so we just got done looking at this place. Looks like the area seems to be fine. I mean, there was some trash, like some from, I think, an apartment or something that was just on the floor. Seems to be fine. Seems like it's not, like, I don't think this is sketchy, like, at all. Like, there's a big, like, busy road up there. They're doing some type of market or something up the street. You guys won't even be able to see, but there's something going on way up there. There is like a school down there. Seems to be like a relatively fine area. Seems like, you know, there's people walking around. Doesn't really seem like anything crazy going on. Granted, I do understand what I would consider to be sketchy is much different than someone else. I'm like a guy, you know, like a bigger guy. So like, what I consider to be sketchy is probably not, maybe not. Like if you're like a single female or something like that, you might be a little bit worried walk around here by yourself. I don't think it's bad. I don't think this is a bad area. This apartment, oh, one thing I'm finding, these are listings. Some of them is like hard to find. I don't even know which building it is because I literally can't find the building, but it's somewhere over here. All right, let's see if we can find another apartment. So this one was like kind of off of a busy road, but it's on like its own like little main road. I think this is a fine little area. All right, let's see if we can find the next place. Next place is a big high-rise building, I believe. So it has lots of apartments in there. So let's see if we can find this place next. So this is definitely that apartment building. All of these. Wow. These are actually like pretty nice. I'm gonna cut down here. Okay, so we're in the area. We're gonna get out, take a quick peek. These are much more, I guess, like big complexes that people built just for the purpose of people living here. So just giant, newer like apartment buildings. So let's take a look. It seems like this is a much more busier area, obviously. But yeah, let's take a look and see how everything looks. Okay, so this area feels much more like what you would think, like a city. Like there's plenty of people walking around, very busy, very populated area. Seems actually really nice. I didn't realize so all of these buildings are all apartment buildings. So yeah, this whole area is probably just meant for people who have moved out of, you know, just people who want to move here and like live here. So this, like literally there's like tons of different like buildings that are just apartment buildings. Definitely, yeah, this is like an area that, you know, once again, much more populated. It feels like your typical city type of feel. Some of those other apartments that we looked at and like those areas, those are much more down like more secluded side streets. You know, it definitely gives you a different feel. It's kind of crazy, and all of this is still just in KoreaTown. This is like the area a lot of people say come move. It's more livable, less expensive. So, you know, there is that. I will say though, yeah, overall though, this area doesn't feel bad. Giant buildings, like if that's what you want, you know, you can definitely find it here. So, you know, that's kind of cool. And then just to give you guys one last quick look again, just looking around. Apartment building, apartment building, apartment building. This area feels safe for sure. I've seen plenty of people walk around with the dogs, people running, you know, at night, maybe a little bit different. Once again, this is during the day. This is a Saturday morning. I'm actually out here. Looks like some of these buildings do have their own parking, which is nice. All right, let's see if we can find at least one more location. All right, and lastly, guys, so this is the last location. This isn't even like the area I was gonna go to. It's actually like a street over there, but I couldn't find any parking. So yeah, there's people walking around. This is like a decent looking apartment. You know, so something like this will probably go up for rent. There's a ton of apartments. There's actually like a ton of complexes down the street. I'm gonna go for a quick walk to show you guys. But yeah, one other thing I do want to mention, one big thing about KoreaTown, people don't realize there's a lot of Korean culture. Obviously, KoreaTown, like everywhere, like even just on like the advertisements, the billboards, businesses, everything like that. So I think that's a Korean church over there. There's just a whole bunch of places like that because of this is KoreaTown. Obviously, I just think a lot of people forget that and they don't really take that into consideration. So yeah, so let's take a quick look, see what's around here and kind of show off this neighborhood real quick. Okay, so just walked around this neighborhood. Seems to be totally fine. This is like a mixture of down the street where I was trying to originally go, had a lot more big apartments, like taller buildings, bigger high rises, stuff like that. Down this street right here that I just walked up and down, Seems like smaller like houses that were converted into apartments. There's a ton of them over here, ton over there. There's like one over there. There's a ton down the street. Seems like a fairly safe area. Nothing too crazy. Look like anything's going around. You've seen plenty of people walking around. I've seen plenty of people walking around with their dogs. People just walking around outside. You know, seems like a nice little area. Honestly, like this whole area seems to be really nice. You know, I can see why a lot of people do suggest outsiders to come here, because it does seem like it's a nice area. You can get, like, if you want to live inside like an apartment building that was like a newly built building that's like a high-rise style building, you can find them here. And also, like, there's plenty of houses that were just converted into apartments. So if you want either one, this is definitely seems like the area to get it in. So yeah, and like all the places I've driven in have been like within like 10 minutes of each other, so that's pretty cool. So it's nice to see that you can find different apartments in different styles just depending on what you're looking for. And these are like kind of, I guess, at first I was looking for like the cheaper end apartments, try to find the areas, but like this has been kind of a mixture of all of them. And yeah, I'm kind of curious what these apartments right here go for. It seems like it's like a nice little building over here. You have parking and everything like that, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna end the video here. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, give it a like. Tell me, guys, do you like this type of content? If you guys do, I will make a lot more of these style videos. Let me know if you guys like this. But follow me on Instagram, OmegaGreed, same name as YouTube channel. Go to the website, geekswithcars.com, and like that right here, guys. And we'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.